Hello, my fellow brothers and sisters. I hope you've been having a greatly blessed week. I am pleased to be able to meet with you on this most glorious day. May the blessings of God and the angel of the covenant shower upon us and grant us the power and knowledge that these classes will bestow upon us in this most holy of times. May God bless every one of you and help you in your pursuit of musical knowledge to polish your talents. In the name of our eternal Father. Amen. Today we will continue with the next half of music notation. We've gone over music symbols that represent sound, rhythm, and now we will go over music symbols that represent durations of silence. Having something that represents sound is just as important when it's represented in silence. You need to know when you shouldn't be playing, and these symbols help us do that. Every instrument at some point requires durations of silence for creative expression, to give yourself time to rest and breathe, or to be able to give other instruments time to shine. In this lesson, we will go over rest, which are musical symbols that represent times of silence. If you paid attention to last lesson, you will find that these symbols are very similar to our other symbols. So, what are rests? In music theory, a rest refers to an interval of time that a player is not sounding a note on their instrument. Music rests abound throughout all styles of music, contributing to memorable melodies and rhythms. If you consider the rhythm or groove of a piece, that groove does not consist merely on the notes that a musician plays. It is also built on the moments when the musician is not playing anything at all. The back and forth pattern of notes rests enable rhythmic phrasing, and out of these musical phrases, entire pieces of music emerge. Let us get into the first one of our symbols that represent silence. Our first symbol that represents silence is the whole rest. The whole rest, similar to the whole note, is equivalent to 4 beats or pulses. This symbol right here, an easier way to memorize what it's called, looks like an upside down hat. This one also we represent with our entire pie intact. Again, it's symbolized by a hat that is upside down. Our next symbol is the half rest. The half rest, also similar to our half note, is equivalent to 2 beats or pulses. This symbol looks a lot like our whole rest, except the hat, instead of being upside down, is right side up. Now our pie is divided into 2 pieces. Again, for our whole rest, the hat is facing down, and for our half rest, the hat is facing up. Now on to our quarter rest. Our quarter rest is symbolized by this symbol here, and this one is equivalent to 1 beat or pulse, just like our quarter note. This symbol is kind of difficult to draw, so I don't expect you to be able to. Again, our pie is now divided into 4 pieces, 1 for each note. And our next symbol now is the 8th rest. The 8th rest is actually quite similar to our 8th note. Just like our 8th note has a flag, this one has a flag, but instead of it facing the right side, it faces the left. This one is characterized with their pulse or beat being equivalent to half. So it's equivalent to half a beat or pulse, and it only has 1 flag. Our next note is the 16th rest. The 16th rest, following the same rules as our other notes, when it has a smaller duration, it is added another flag. So this one has 2 flags now, meaning that it's a smaller duration. It's equivalent to 1/4 of a beat or pulse. So now we need 16 of these to equal a whole rest. Our next note is the 32nd rest, and just like our 32nd note, this one is characterized even smaller by adding another flag to the left. So now we need 32 of these to equal a whole rest. So it is equal to 1/8 of a beat or pulse. Now we're going on to an area that is new. This is our multi-measure rest, a compact way to indicate multiple measures of rest, also called gathered rest or multi-bar rest. This is when in our piece of music we have a piece where we are required to be silent for more than 2 measures at a time. So we characterized it by writing it like this and then putting the number of measures on top to make it easier to read. Here is our chart that shows us the order and the level of how many rests are required to make the one above. So at the very top we have our double whole rest, then we have our whole rest, our half rest, quarter rest, 8th rest, 16th rest, and 32nd rest. Just like for our other notes, they are just smaller durations of the other one. Here is a comprehensive chart that shows the side-by-side of both our notes that play for durations of sound and our notes that play for durations of silence. So as we see here, our whole note, our whole rest, half note, half rest, note, quarter rest, eighth note, eighth rest, 16th note, 16th rest, and 32nd note, 32nd rest. Now we'll be doing a little bit of trivia. It's also best that our chart that we showed you earlier, that you have it somewhere written down so that you can look at it always so you don't get the two notes confused for the same durations. So right now we'll be doing a little bit of questions over the first set of notes and these set of notes. So I hope you're ready. And for our first question, how many beats or pulses does this symbol get? Does it get 4, half, 2, or 1? The answer is 1. This note is the quarter note and it only gets 1 beat or pulse. Question 2. How many beats or pulses does this symbol get? Does it get 1, a fourth, an eighth, or a half? And the answer is an eighth. This symbol is the 32nd note and it requires an eighth of a beat or pulse. Question 3. How many beats or pulses does this symbol get? 4, 2, 1, or 3? And the answer is 4. This is equivalent to 4 beats or pulses. Question 4. How many beats or pulses does this symbol get? 1, 3/4, a fourth, or a half? That's right, it's a half. This is equal to a half a beat or pulse. Question 5. How many beats or pulses does this symbol get? Half, 1, 3/4, or 2? Yes, the answer is 3/4. This is equivalent to 3/4 of a beat or pulse. Question 6. How many beats or pulses does this symbol get? 1.5, 2, 1, or 3? Yep, the answer is 1.5. This is equal to 1.5 a beat or pulse. Question 7. Which symbol is the same duration as the note? So which symbol is the equivalent of this one? Is it 1, 2, 3, or 4? It's number 4. This is a half note and a half rest. Question 8. Which symbol is the same duration as the note above? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Yes, 1. This is a 16th note, so we needed the equivalent, which is the 16th rest. Question 9. Which symbol is the same duration as the note above? Is it 1, 2, 3, or 4? It's 3. So we have a whole note, so we need the equivalent being the whole rest. Question 10. Which symbol is the same duration as the note above? 1, 2, 3, or 4? 2. we have our quarter note, and so our equivalent is the quarter rest. Alrighty, congrats on playing the game. Hopefully that you got the majority of the answers, and if not, you can always go back and study the chart that we had earlier and answer the questions again. You can also go back and pause the questions that give you more time to answer it, but I also hope that you had a lot of fun with that. And to conclude, here's a video that I'm going to show you right now. Before we go, I have this video right here that's going to show you how to be able to access and turn in your work in the classroom. First, we're going to go up here and just type in classroom.google.com. Here you'll be able to see the classroom. Right here it says language of music, my name, my picture. On the sidebar here you'll be able to see your classes, calendar, your to-do list, then the class that you're enrolled in. If you click on the to-do list, you'll be able to see your assignments. These are only the assignments, so if you want an easy way to see them, you'll be able to access them here. After you open one, you'll be able to see the name of the assignment, the little instructions that I've provided for you right here. And down here on the side is where you would be turning in your work. I already put some in there, but just click on add or create and then click on file. You'll be able to then open this window and you hit browse. After you open that, you'll be prompted to choose whatever file. I'll just choose a random one here and it'll upload it. As you can see here, we've already uploaded one of them, but if you have more than one, you can click on it again. After you open that, and it's just the same process again if you wanted to add more than one photo or more than one picture or file. Just wait for that to open. After that is done, you can see them here, and then you would hit turn in, and that's really much it when it comes to doing that. You can go back over here, go to your classes, and you'll see the class. You can open that and you'll see the main page. You'll be able to look at anything that I upload or any news. If you click on classwork, you'll be able to see the lessons. I put them in certain categories, so you'll be able to look at them each one. There's some useful class materials, lesson 1, lesson 2. There's also over here on the side where you can see them individually based on the category. So all the topics will be on the side. I will group them by the lesson. So here's lesson 2 with the video that you get to watch first. You can open it up here and you'll be able to watch it. Then you can exit out of there and go back and just do it the same way. Hit on classwork and then you can see the assignment, view assignment, and you can see here that I had already put those pictures in there. Here's the assignment that was originally put in there, but you don't have to use it. It's just so that you can answer the questions. And then as soon as you hit turn in, I'll be able to see it from my end, and then you'll get a grade for it. But like I said, everything that you need to know about the class will be on the front, and you'll be able to add your own comments. You can even send me a comment privately so only I can see it. No one else will be able to see these comments, so rest assured that I'll be able to help you here. You can just type whatever you need and I can help you. I know a few of you have already been able to use these. And that's pretty much it. It's quite simple. I hope you've enjoyed today's class. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to send me a message via WhatsApp or send me a message on the Classroom website. I hope you had a wonderful time today, and I will see you next time. Thank you, and God bless.